Hello everyone, welcome to another day in Shroud of the Avatar. Today we're in game with Scarface, and I thought we would broach the subject in the game of the skulls that you see on the map. Now what they are is to denote the difficulty level of the instance that you're in. So here we are on King's Road, and we can see one skull instance. So if I just go through the quick difference between each of the skulls so I can see them in the game. So first of all, I'll just go on my desktop over here. Here we have a picture of a one skull instance. You can see them more clearly when you enter the instances. Then we have a two skull, which is quite simple, two skulls and the rest on the ground. We have a three skull instance. As you can see, they can be placed roughly by the gate entrance. This one doesn't have a gate, it's actually in Ryenis, this one. Then we have a four skull, and then finally the five skull, which I thought was rather good. This one was in Deep Ravenswood, and obviously somebody has just died by the thing with. Now there are higher skill ratings. Like inside Deep Ravenswood, there is a higher skill character that comes out at a certain point in the game. But in regards to the general instances in the game, they are rated from 1 to 5 skull. That is just about the difficulty that you find in the instance. Now, quite handily, on the Hidden Vale, just across the water from central Brittany, you have some one skull instances along this road here. This is the road that leads up to Owl's Head, so it's a good place to come and hang out when you start the game at the moment. So you've got one skull here, that one, and you've got King's Road. Is a one skull instance, and then south of Vale Way is also one skull instance. Now there are a few other in here, but if I get my bearings right, West Ravenswood, as we can see, is a two skull instance, and we can actually see the skulls on the outside. So that one's a little bit harder. That's the next place to go after you feel comfortable in a one skull instance, is when you should leave. Or if you want a little bit more of a challenge. Now let me just have a look. Three skull instance was North Ravenswood. Now here we can't see the skull, or I couldn't find it before. We will have another quick look round, because it's kind of hidden in the forest. And I've just found it, so it's just proved me wrong. So that's a three skull. And our fourth skull one was South Ravenswood, which must be up here. There we go. Let's see if we can see the skulls in that one. Yeah, because if you can't see the skull rating, of course, you can always enter in. So if you're in an instance, right normally up by the entrance, you'll see the skull stand. Sometimes they might be a little way in, away from the actual entrance and exit gate, if you like. So if you enter an instance you're uncertain, just have a quick look at the stake in the ground, and you can find out what the actual skull rating is. So let's just head back out. here we are back out on the overworld. Of course, the last one was a 5 skull instance, which in this area, again there are a couple, but the most popular place in the game was Deep Ravenswood. I don't know if we can see the skull rating on this one again. Just have a quick look just to see if we can see some of them. They're kind of hidden away. But I do know that Deep Ravenswood is a 5. I just want to check if we can get it on the map. It's on Sota Maps on their website. They do have a handy tool, and I don't know if you can bring it up in the... Oh. So there is a map in the game. The map in the game is a website called sotamap.com. Now, on the website, which I'll just show you in a minute, there is a handy tool for finding the skull rating. I'm sure it will be incorporated into this map at a later date. If we actually go to the website version of the map, so it's up here, sotamaps.com. Okay, what you can do is over on here, you click this one here, list, and it brings up this menu. Then if you click on, let's work out what it was, subcategory, and sorts them, and then if you scroll down, you will find that we should end up, here we go, down here, adventure scenes, and then they're numbered in the 1 tier, 2 tiers. That's what the tier means, is skull rating. So we've got 2 tier, 3 tiers. So this loads in the game, 4 tier, and finally some 5 tiers. And that's all of them. As I say, there are some more higher areas that are being put in the game at the moment. If you go on to, as I say, Sota Maps, if you're looking for a particular tier to run out, then you can actually use this resource. Like here we have Deep Ravenswood, which we were looking at before. It tells us it's over here on the Hidden Vale. So if we zoom in, and once more, from here you can actually get the wiki page up to get more information about it as well. You can actually highlight over it, and then you can click on it, and then that will bring up the window as well. So you can see that there are 1 to 5 skull ratings in the game, and they just denote the actual difficulty of the area. So again, just go through the actual numbers again. You've got them on the overworld, which you can see the little 1 skull, but if you don't see them and you go into the instances, you'll see little holes like this, which of course are 1 skull, a 2 skull, a 3 skull, a 4 skull, and a 5 skull. As I say, it's just a way of working out which area is the best area for you to fight in. 5 skulls are normally used for partying in, even though if you do get a very, very advanced character, you can solo in them. So I hope that this video has helped you in understanding what the skulls mean in the game. And if you haven't, if you could subscribe to the channel, you'll get to know when more of my content comes out. And then of course, please feel free to leave any comments. And thank you for watching.